Which one should I buy? I could get this little guy for 25 shells, or I could get the exact same thing for 1,000 times the price. Your stock is shoddy. Salutations YouTube, I am your humbled host, Klay-Kremling, and today I have been given the unmatchable privilege of talking about Insaniquarium Deluxe. Insaniquarium Deluxe is a very nostalgic game for me and plenty of other people. Be careful YouTube, there may be more gushing in this video than the entire ocean can offer, so I'll try to restrain myself. This game has a pretty big company in its corner. It turns out Insaniquarium Deluxe was an earlier project, that of PopCap Games. Yes, the PopCap Games, the people behind the Plants vs. Zombies franchise. Now, Plants vs. Zombies is a game that needs no introduction, but before they hit it big with Plants vs. Zombies, they actually made a ton of other games. I haven't played many of them, but the ones that I have played, oh boy, they're addicting. But I am very excited to talk about Insaniquarium Deluxe. I'm sure I'm introducing this game to a lot of people, and also capturing the nostalgic hearts of Insaniquarium veterans. So, stick around. And without further ado, let us plunge into the depths. And so it begins. Okay, let's make a new account. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I had a dream like this once. Alright, let's begin the insanity. Okay, it may not seem like much at first, but believe me, it will. Look! These fish are hungry, and I fed them! Already ahead. Every level you must raise a new set of fish, and as they get bigger, they drop cash for you to collect. As your fish get bigger, they drop more money, and you unlock more things to buy. And buying things unlocks even more things to buy, and so on and so forth. But the level comes to a close when you buy enough pieces of an egg until it hatches, and then you are given your reward. Rinse and repeat. There are a bunch of fish to unlock in this game. I'll talk about a few of them, but not all because, well, come on, I don't want to ruin the surprise. All these fish have special tricks to aid you in battle. Like Stinky, the snail that collects any money that falls to the bottom of the tank. And that works about as well as it sounds. You know, that's the thing about these unlockable pets. Most of them are very useful and unique, but some of them only exist to get outmatched by newer pets later in the game. Ooh, look, I got a fat penguin. Okay, in all seriousness, this is a good pet. Prego, the self-fertilizing mama bird fish, gives birth to guppies every so often, and with this at stake, we are given the honor to witness the extensive process of childbirth. This was hilarious as a kid, but now, this doesn't even make any sense. It's a fish, and don't fish lay eggs? Or is it a mammal? But if this was a mammal, wouldn't it need to go up for air every once in... forget it. Now, at the end of every round, there's always a piece of you that just wants to keep going, and here's where the addiction factor comes in. At the end of every level, they take up the stakes a tiny bit, increasing the price of the egg pieces and a few other items to buy. You can upgrade your food to make your fish grow faster, feed them faster, and buy exotic fish that eat more expensive food but give you more money in return. Speaking of money, this game is a money fest. And with the ballooning price tags, numerous times the game is going to push you off the edge to shop very compulsively. The first half of the game may be a relaxing pastime, but things get bigger, better, more expensive, more crazy, to the point where there's a continuous flow of money, leaving you with no choice but to officially declare this game a virtual Insaniquarium. You know, despite the simple concept, PopCap Games pulled it off astoundingly well. Forget about getting a real aquarium, Insaniquarium is where it's at. I've talked about quite a bit so far, but we're not done yet. Now, like I said, the earlier tanks like 1 and 2, and even 3 to a certain extent, are nice, relaxing, fun. But the 4th tank is where things start to get excessive. $25,000 for a single egg piece, and then $50,000, and then $75,000, and then $99,999. The things I could buy with that money. But instead, I'm doomed to spend it all on my award-winning fish collection. And with all the feeding and money collecting that needs to be done, one of the greatest enemies in this game is the very hand you're using to play it with. You do so much clicking that there's no doubt that the muscles in your wrist are gonna get sore. But me, being the avid Insaniquarium player that I am, have grown immune to this soreness. But anyway, as if the ballooning price tags weren't enough, things start to get even more tedious when you see this thing. Like one of those moments where all is right in the world, when an alien eats one of your most expensive fish, and you get so pissed off, that in a fit of untamable rage, you mash the purchase button and buy a whole bunch more, because it weirdly makes you feel better. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention. Apparently, the ancient realms of home aquariums and outer space are at a quarrel, because, yes, aliens try to eat your fish. But the aliens are around since the beginning of the game. Things just start to get sucky when you see the croctopus here. Everyone's had those days when you're just at the fish tank, minding your own business, when, oh my god, an alien! Gotta shoot it! Through the glass until it dies. How the heck do you shoot an alien through glass without breaking the glass? Wait, an alien that breaks into your tank and eats your fish? Why does that sound so familiar? Yeah, pretty unsettling, right? I mean, how would you like it if you were just feeding your fish one day, and all of a sudden, an alien came out of nowhere and started eating all of them? Yeah. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, jeez, that was an ordeal. What you just saw, YouTube, is kind of what you do in the game. Oh, God, my mouth was too big. Kick in the stomach. kick in the stomach. Wait, isn't that the famous Jurassic Park roar? Well, what do you know about that? Ha! Take that, Croctopus! Okay, his name isn't actually the Croctopus. I just call him that because, well, that's fun to say. May I mention how unoriginal the alien names are? I mean, Psycho Squid, Balrog, Ulysses, Cyrax, Sylvester. One of the aliens' names is Sylvester. Look at me, complaining about something as irrelevant as names. Now, most of the aliens aren't too bad, unless your gun is at the lowest level. Yes, you can upgrade your gun, but you usually pass on this since the price is going to set you back significantly. Especially since this thing has 8 upgrades, gee whiz. But later on, you will need to start upgrading your gun. But sometimes even that is no match for this thing. This two-headed snake is the worst thing about this entire game. Not only are the heads kinda difficult to hit, but even the beta head can eat your fish. Even when there's no head at all, the tail can eat your fish. That is so cheap. And I swear, watching your Ultravores, which cost $10,000 by the way, getting eaten by the snake is the most heartbreaking thing that can happen to any human being in their entire lives. I'd rather get rejected 1 billion times than have this happen. Oh, wait. At the end of every tank, there's a bonus level where you collect shells. At these stages, make sure you get combos of the same shells. That will double every new shell's value and give you more points. The reason I'm telling you this is because I honestly never knew this until only when I was making this review. These shells are used to buy fish at the virtual tank, which is like a screensaver that you can personalize. What's really cool is every day they add on new fish, so you can always check back in if there aren't any fish you like. And ironically, now that I have the coolest tank known to Insaniquarium history, I can't get the screensaver feature to work on Windows 10 because of compatibility issues or some shit like that. And if you didn't get enough shells in the regular adventure, there's a bonus adventure which will get you a lot more shells. I've had so much fun playing this game while making this review that I even got the bonus pets that are very hard to get. I've played the extra 2 modes, and there's still a lot more things to unlock. I am so glad I revisited this game. PopCap Games took a simple concept and made it one of the most enjoyable desktop games I've ever played. And with the competition, that's saying a lot. If anyone involved in making this game is watching this video, let me just tell you, you did a great job. And I'm looking forward to reviewing another PopCap game very soon. This game's more fun than making orangutan noises outside of Cranky Kong's house at 3 AM. This game's more fun than cheating while playing tic-tac-toe with Donkey Kong. This game's more fun than Scarlett Johansson's ass. Yeah, that's it. Now, I'm not trying to go blue here or anything, but that's a realistic analogy of how fun this game is. I've recommended games to you guys so far, but this one I recommend above all the rest. Play it, it's so good! Except for the stupid snake, that thing can go bury itself. If you want to try the game out for yourself, you can get it on Steam. Link is in the description. And as always, this is not a sponsored video. And this game will always have a place in the Klay-Kremling horde. If you want to hear the soundtrack for the game, visit the link in the description. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I post reviews as regularly as I can, so I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Here is a teaser for the next game I'll be reviewing. This is Klay-Kremling, signing off. Bring it on!